Good afternoon and welcome to this special event hosted by Visit Baltimore. I am your DJ for this afternoon, DJ C. James. I want to thank you all for coming and listening to this music so far. Hopefully wherever you are, you're dancing and enjoying yourself. I just want to let you know this event will start at 5 p.m. Once again, I do thank you for listening to the music and partying and enjoying. Until then, just enjoy yourself, dance in your seat or wherever you are. And once again, this event will start at 5 p.m. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Riehl, owner of Rent-A-Tour, and I am pleased to welcome you to Charm City Creates. Tonight, we're going to be celebrating just a few of the many artists, creators, and visionaries that make Baltimore so special. They are our best and our brightest, and tonight we're proud to showcase their talent, their innovation, and their hard work. They truly represent the spirit of our city, and their unique voices help us tell our story to the rest of the world. Hey everybody, it's me, Chris again. Here's a story you might not know. In 1818, a boy named Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey was born in Talbot County, Maryland. As an enslaved person, he was separated from his family at a young age and sent to Baltimore. It was here that he learned how to read and how to write. And it was here that he decided he would be enslaved no longer. He obtained protection papers from a free black sailor, and dressed as a sailor himself, he boarded a train in Baltimore and headed north. Traveling by rail, ferry, and steamboat, he eventually reached the free city of Philadelphia and continued to New York. In order to elude slave hunters that were searching for him, Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey changed his name to Frederick Douglass, and he would go on to become one of the most important and consequential figures in American history.
Would
To get one of the best views of downtown Baltimore in the Inner Harbor, climb to the top of Federal Hill. Federal Hill is a natural hill, and it was originally known as John Smith's Hill in honor of the English explorer who first charted the waterways of the Chesapeake Bay. It was known as John Smith's Hill until 1788. That's when Maryland became the 7th state to ratify the Constitution. And to celebrate, the citizens of Baltimore all gathered together atop John Smith's Hill for a party that lasted for 3 whole days, because Baltimore really knows how to party. Henceforth and forevermore, it has been known as Federal Hill, and today it is a beautifully landscaped city park offering some of the best views and photo ops of our beautiful city.
What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey, yeah, when you don't want me to move, but you tell me to go. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
Hey everybody, it's me, Chris, again. Great to see you all. I bet you didn't know how many seemingly ordinary items actually have a connection to Baltimore. For example, the first umbrella factory in the United States was right here in Baltimore. And did you know that the bottle cap was invented in Baltimore as well? So many household items have a connection to our city, and you can learn more about all of them at the Baltimore Museum of Industry on Key Highway.
First you wanna go to the left, then you wanna turn right. Wanna argue all day, making love all night. First you're up, then you're down, and in between. Oh, I really wanna know, what do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey, yeah.
For decades in the 20th century, Pennsylvania Avenue in West Baltimore was the epicenter of Black culture in our city. The Royal Theater was a popular spot for jazz greats traveling through the region on the Chitlin Circuit, which included theaters like the Howard in Washington, D.C., and the Apollo in Harlem. Today, this section of our city is experiencing an exciting rebirth as the first designated Black Arts District in the state of Maryland.
You enchant me, even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm marching on them, now I know what I have found. Now I've got you in my space, I won't let go with you. Want you shackled in.
Hey everybody, it's me, Chris, again. You know, Baltimore has a strong and proud tradition of great artists and creators that have called our city home over the years, including Billie Holiday, Cab Calloway, John Waters, Frank Zappa, and Tupac Shakur. Maybe the next great world-famous creator is here with us tonight. You never know.
Latching onto you, latching onto you, latching, latching, latching.
One of Baltimore's most famous inhabitants was the master of the macabre and the father of the detective story, Edgar Allan Poe. Poe lived in Baltimore during the 1830s in a tiny little house on Amity Street, and that house today is now where you'll find the Edgar Allan Poe Museum. Poe's also buried here in Baltimore at Westminster Cemetery. So the next time you're in District 40, stop by Poe's grave, pay your respects, and maybe find some inspiration. Hey folks, it's me, Chris again. You know, in Baltimore, we consider cuisine to be an art form in and of itself. And some of our city's most innovative creators are making their art in the kitchen. From seafood to soul food, we've got it all. So come on down and bring your appetite. Hey, it's me, Chris again. So if you're looking for a night out filled with art and culture, look no further than Baltimore. We've got some fantastic theater opportunities for you right downtown, like the Hippodrome Theater, the Everyman Theater, and the Strand Theater, which is the only brick and mortar theater dedicated to amplifying women's voices on stage and off. You know, Baltimore has always been a city filled with creative individuals, and this past year has forced us to think outside the box and innovate even more. So many of your favorite venues and tours and museums have converted to online offerings and virtual experiences. Make sure you check them out and continue supporting them so we'll all still be here once it's safe to reopen again. What's up, everybody? It's me, Chris, again. You know, it's so great to be here with all of you. This is such a special occasion and an important event. I got all dressed up. I put on my yellow tie and my red sweater to represent the colors of our great state. And you all look fantastic, too, even in those tiny little boxes. Thank you so much for being here, especially our elected officials. And don't forget to check your mailboxes for a special token from all of us here at Visit Baltimore.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senate President Bill Ferguson.
Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to Charm City Creates. It is our night that is virtually in Annapolis. Although we can't be here together and in person this year, I'm so thrilled that we have the opportunity to celebrate all that Baltimore City has to offer and the maker economy that puts our incredible city on the map. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my incredible Fighting 46th District colleague, Delegate Robin Lewis, for helping to organize this incredible event. She has been so passionate, and this, yet again, even in this virtual environment, is going to be wonderful. Together with Delegates Lewis, Learman, and Clippinger, they're truly the team that make all of this possible, and it's an honor to serve the 46th District with them. I also want to recognize some others who will be with us tonight, including Speaker Adrian Jones, Senator Corey McCray, Delegate Stephanie Smith, Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott, and Al Hutchinson, and the entire Visit Baltimore team who made tonight possible. Baltimore has blossomed over the last decade as a regional hub for entrepreneurship and makers who put our city on the map. Organizations like Citywide Youth Development and Hunt's Honey are playing a vital workforce development role while creating goods that are totally unique to Baltimore. What so consistently sets Baltimore apart from the pack is the fact that the social impact is truly at the heart of so much of what people, businesses, and artists, organizations do every day. I'm so proud to serve the 46th Legislative District in Baltimore City that is home to some of the highest concentrations of small businesses, art districts, and some of Maryland's best local restaurants. We also are so blessed to have anchor institutions that are truly regional hubs of creativity. The 46th District and Baltimore City, more generally, are an amazing representation for much of what makes the entire state great. Something that makes it easy to never lose sight of the fact that Baltimore's success is truly Maryland's success. So, how do we help? We here at the Maryland General Assembly are going to continue to do our part to support Baltimore City and its vision for success. We're going to empower our makers, the businesses, the institutions, and the young people, while attracting people from around the Mid-Atlantic region to make sure that our city feels like their home. The city has made incredible strides in a short period of time, and I have an immense confidence that the city, as we begin to emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic. So, as the hub of the region, I want to say thank you, and I'm so excited for you all to be here tonight, and I have the great honor of handing this over to House Speaker Adrian Jones.
Thank you, everyone. It's great to join my colleagues and local partners who represent Baltimore City, along with Al Hutchinson and Visit Baltimore, to celebrate everything Baltimore City has to offer. My district is right outside the city, so what happens in the city affects us in the county and even throughout the state. I also represented parts of Baltimore City years ago, so I understand the needs of those who live in and around the region. That is why I take the time every year to meet with members of the delegation and executives to talk about the needs of the city, particularly when it comes to legislation. We can accomplish so much more when we work together on these issues. For example, the House was a driving force behind the Greater Baybrook development, a collaboration between Baltimore City and Anne Arundel County to create a better quality of life for residents in those areas. When we developed House Bill 1, the school construction bill, and the blueprint for Maryland's future, I worked with members of the delegation to make sure that our investments meet the needs of Baltimore City students and schools. Students are our our future workforce and entrepreneurs. We need to make sure that they are prepared for their future careers and will put their knowledge, creativity, and innovation back in Baltimore. We collaborated last year on a key issue for the city, the redevelopment of the Pimlico racetrack. We were able to come together and secure millions, bringing new life to the racetrack and new tourism to the city. The clip you played in the beginning highlighted some of the great restaurants and businesses that are a driving force for Baltimore's economy. We all want to see them supported and thriving, but the pandemic had made it incredibly challenging on these Baltimore-based businesses. Together, we're figuring out the best ways to make sure businesses can recover. With the Senate President and Speaker representing the Baltimore region, I would say Baltimore is in pretty good hands. All jokes aside, I want to thank the delegation for everything that you're doing to support the city. When it comes to issues of the city, know that my door is always open because it's true. Baltimore's success is Maryland's success. With that, I'll now turn it over to the Senate Delegation Chair, Senator Corey McCray.
I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.
Hello, Baltimore. I just wanted to take this opportunity just to say welcome to our Charm City. I'm just thankful for the leadership of Robin Lewis at the moment, just organizing all of the senators and delegates for this big occasion. I cannot thank Al Hutchinson, our leadership for Visit Baltimore enough in reference to his leadership. And I also wanted to say this is not just the first year, the second year, but this is our third year in a row highlighting the assets, the treasures, the gems of Baltimore City. I'm proud to make sure that we lift up our eateries. I'm proud to make sure that we lift up our breweries, such as Charm City Mead. I'm proud that we're lifting up our artists, such as Mecca Verdell. I'm proud that we're lifting up our maker spaces, such as OpenWorks. Over the past 2 years, this being our third year, I've seen a number of occasions, and I'm glad that we're not just joined by residents from the city of Baltimore, but we're joined by residents from across the state of Maryland to lift up such a great jewel within our city. I'm going to pass this mic off to my friend, our chairwoman over in the House of Delegates, and just want to say thank you for this opportunity to be able to join such a special occasion.
Welcome to Charm City Creates. My name is Delegate Stephanie Smith, and I represent the 45th District in East Baltimore, Northeast Baltimore City. We have a great city. We have a city full of art. We have a city full of food, and we have a city full of amazing people. And what I love about this night, I wish it could be in Annapolis, but it's even better that it's out here with all of you, because no matter where you are in Maryland, or even if you're not even in Maryland, you know about Baltimore's greatness and contributions to culture. And I want to make sure that we all remind ourselves that even though we can't always go to and fro the way we want to, as soon as you can, come on to Baltimore City. Come to the part of the city you don't get to visit all the time and check out all the great reasons why we live here. I'm honored to represent Baltimore, and I'm proud to call it home. So I hope you enjoy and see all the great things that we love and we choose about Baltimore City. Thank you.
I see you got the picture. So come over here and let's get freaky. You ready? 1 and 2 and 1. I wanna do it like.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. I'm Delegate Robin Lewis, representing the 46th District. So happy to be here. Thank you for joining us. I want you to know that this event, Charm City Creates, this is our 3rd annual. It's a celebration of arts, culture, creativity, and the natural brilliance of Baltimore. Your city delegation, all your delegates and senators, partnered with Visit Baltimore to bring this event to you. We want to reflect our best. I want to thank you for being here and let you know this is really an incredible example of partnership between your city delegation, your delegates and senators, and Visit Baltimore, our amazing tourism agency. Every year, more than 20 million people visit this city. They come from the state and around the country and around the world to see us, to celebrate and enjoy our art, our music, our creativity, our food, our originality, our uniqueness. Tonight is a night where you get to celebrate too. I don't want to talk too long because this isn't a meeting. This is really a kind of mini happy hour where we let our hair down, hang out together, and enjoy what is magnificent and special about our city. So I'm going to introduce the new, wonderful, brilliant, and fearless mayor of Baltimore City. You all know him as the man with the fantastic hairdo. Mayor Brandon Scott is going to be joining us. You guys know how hard he's working for us and partnering with your city delegation to solve our city's challenges and bring out our best. I should also mention, before I forget, there are some incredible artists and makers being celebrated tonight. But am I out of time? I want to make sure I get to name. I think I'm out of time. Okay, I want to thank the artists and makers who are here tonight. The artists are Mecca, Morphosis, Black Chakra, Cafe Los Sueños, No Pics After Dark, Fishnet Restaurant, Jose Reyes and the Valles de mi Tierra, Navasha Daya at the Youth Resiliency Institute, and so many more. And I know I've forgotten some, but you will get to enjoy them. All right. Next, I'd like to welcome our mayor, Brandon Scott.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. It's Mayor Brandon Scott, and I am so glad to join you here today to celebrate the spirit, legacy, and future of Baltimore. I would first like to thank the Baltimore City delegation and Visit Baltimore for making this event a reality. I'm excited for all of us to work together to push for progressive policy and change for all of our residents in Baltimore. I know that when we work hard, collaboratively, and listen to our residents, we can make a positive change that will last for generations in Baltimore to come. I'm excited that tonight we are also joined by our small businesses, our creators, and artists in Baltimore. We know that our small businesses are the lifeline of our city and economic landscape in our city. Our artists and creators are critical in keeping our city vibrant and thriving. We know our culture and arts, entertainment is something that we all love in Baltimore. I particularly, as a young person growing up in Baltimore, grew up understanding what that means to the culture of our city, being a young man that grew up dancing at the Paradox, DJing, all these great things that we can see in our arts and culture in Baltimore. In this nation and in Baltimore, arts and culture serves as a tool for celebration and resistance and innovation. I wish we could be here together in person, celebrating our amazing city, and I can't wait to be with you all in person when it is safe to do so. I look forward to working with you all to building a brighter future for Baltimore. Together, we will do that, and I want to say thank you all for believing not just in me, but that we as a city will be the best representation of ourselves. I am now going to turn it over to Visit Baltimore President and CEO Al Hutchinson, who's doing a great job in making sure that everyone knows the full and true story about our great city of Baltimore.
Thank you, Mayor Scott. And as all of us know, there's no secret that what makes Baltimore really special are our distinct neighborhoods. And we have many, over 250 great neighborhoods. They're all special, but they're not just special for our residents, but they're special for our surrounding county visitors, as well as for out-of-town visitors. And we really pride ourselves on that. So with that said, really join me in really taking a look at this montage of a sampling of our different districts here and neighborhoods within Baltimore City.
Hey, everybody. Delegate Robin Lewis here again. I want you to sit back and enjoy a plethora, a cornucopia of talent. First, we're going to enjoy a little bit about Café Los Sueños, a new coffee shop in Baltimore located in the Remington neighborhood. Owner Carlos Reyes is the genius behind that. Fantastic coffee roastery. Next, No Picks After Dark, a homegrown, brilliant, Baltimore-based podcast brought to you by Aaron Dante. After that, a gorgeous little display of folklorica dancing by Valles de mi Tierra. Jose Reyes is the genius behind that dance troupe of young people celebrating the folkloric dance of Mexico. And finally, Navasha Daya, brilliant musician and singer of the Youth Resiliency Institute. If you don't get dancing and rocking in your chair at home, then you need to get more excited. So enjoy.
Hello, my name is Carlos. I grew up farming coffee in El Salvador during the Civil War in the 1980s. And I always had a dream to be part of the coffee industry, to have my own coffee business. I really love to grab these green beans and being able to transform the raw material into like something great, which is like a cup of coffee that brings a lot of other people like a lot of joy, a lot of smiles, and the opportunity to hang out together. But Baltimore City itself, it actually provided us a huge opportunity to build our lives, to build our family. We were able to buy our own house and renovate and live here and have our 2 kids. We are very excited to open our coffee business in Baltimore City.
Hi, folks. I'm so happy to be here this evening. I'm so happy that you guys could be here also. My name is Aaron Dante, the No Picks After Dark podcast, and I'm here to, tell you guys about my story, my show. It's one of the best shows around. Got rated by Best Baltimore podcast by Baltimore Magazine and Baltimore Sun. And I'm so happy to for you guys to hear my stories about people in Baltimore, how much I love Baltimore. I was born here at Sinai Hospital, and it's so happy to be here this evening. And my podcast is about community-based. It's all community-based and reinforcing the positive things about Baltimore. People are doing great things. And I'm so excited to present to you guys one of my favorite episodes. It was actually a season finale for Black to Basics, Fishnet restaurant, Mount Vernon Marketplace, one of my favorite places to go. Miss Keia, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me, and welcome to Mount Vernon Marketplace, Fishnet stall. We're one of the vendors here, so thank you so much for coming out.
Tell your listeners about your spot. You're a Black female business owner.
Yes.
Tell them what's up. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Fishnet restaurant, located in Mount Vernon Marketplace, is your spot for fresh fish. So, fish is one of the most sustainable proteins in the world. I think someone says it takes less water to make fish than it does to make like one chicken. So fish is a wonderful protein. We cook it fresh. We don't own a microwave or a freezer. We're just literally bringing the fish in by the tail, butchering it, pulling out the bones and putting it out and cooking in small batches. So, how things are prepared, how you source them, they're all really, really important factors. And so we think about those things for our customers.
That's so nice. I like that. No freezer.
No freezer.
Fresh fish every day. Fresh fish, people. All right, so tell me about, are you from Baltimore? Where do you get this from? Were you from Baltimore?
So I am from Baltimore. I grew up in Baltimore. And a few years ago, the Fishnet brand has been around for 9 years, believe it or not. I started this with my husband, who's from Istanbul, from a water town off the coast of the Bosphorus. And so he grew up in a water town. I grew up in a water town, even though they were, separated by ocean. And so, in water towns, you have this great seafood tradition. And so he was like, well, I have a fish sandwich. And I'm like, well, I have a fish sandwich too, where I come from. And so we merged those two concepts, and Fishnet was born. And the original Fishnet was located in College Park for about 8 years. We had a big restaurant there. Then we had one in D.C. down the street from Howard University for several years. HU. My alma mater. And so, we really did the big restaurant thing in the restaurant all the time for years. But then we had kids, and we were like, you know what? We love Fishnet, and we need to scale it down a little bit so we can, have some time in our life to be with our family, but still do the best things from the menu that we created over the years.
So what brought you back to Charm City? You mean you were in Chocolate City, D.C.?
I was in Charm City.
Now you're back in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Charm City. What brought you back here?
Baltimore we're in a beautiful moment in time in Baltimore, and you really have to be here to understand it. There's lots of creatives here, lots of small businesses, lots of diversity, and so it's just a great time to be in Baltimore in many ways. It's almost like a renaissance of sorts. So that's why we're here.
Where can we find you on social media? This is time for you to plug. Where can we find you? We need to find you.
So our website is eatfishnet.com, eatfishnet.com, and you literally can order online. Schedule your order, come in and pick it up. We're on several delivery apps, but pickup is better if you can. More goes to the small business. And then also on Instagram at eatfishnet.
The favorite part of the Baltimore creative community for me are the friendships that we develop throughout the community itself, the support that we get from one another. I've received wonderful support from community leaders since the group began in 2008, and we continue to do it. And I think it's just a wonderful partnership that we have. But one thing we can't wait to get back to is to rehearsals and performances. We really enjoy being together as we feel that we are all family. So being away from one another for 10 months now has been a bit much, so we're anxious to get back to rehearsals and performances. In 2021 is to continue to showcase not only what Mexicans bring, but all Latinos bring to our community, but more importantly, what all immigrants bring to the diverse community of Baltimore. I think with the political climate as it has been, this is the time that we really have to step up and showcase what we have as a community.
Hello, my name is Navasha Daya, and I am co-founder and deputy director of the Youth Resiliency Institute. This is our third year being a part of Charm City Creates, and we are so excited to join you. The Youth Resiliency Institute is honored to share a very special clip of a special Marylander from the 2020 Cherry Hill Arts and Music Virtual Festival. Through a creative arts-based process, the Youth Resiliency Institute offers mentoring, training, and an array of family-centered services to children, youth, and families throughout South Baltimore's historic Cherry Hill community and beyond. It is important to have our youth in creative spaces. Community-based arts organizations serve as economic and capacity-building engines for their communities. Arts organizations like the Youth Resiliency Institute work to build coalitions for policies that advance the arts in disinvested communities, while offering pathways to connect residents of all ages to culturally responsive strategies rooted in collective work and responsibility. We would like to thank the Charm City Creates team for including the Youth Resiliency Institute and our youth each year. Enjoy.
Hold up. Harriet Tubman? She's in Cherry Hill too? Let's throw it back to Jamar.
Yes, we're back. This is truly historic and historic Cherry Hill.
I had crossed the line. I was free, but there was no one to welcome me to the land of freedom. I was a stranger in a strange land, and my home, after all, was down in Maryland, because my father, my mother, my brother and sisters and friends were there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome spoken word artists Black Chakra and Mecca Morphosis.
Hello, my name is Jacob Mayberry. I go by Black Chakra. I'm a spoken word artist and a teaching artist right here within Baltimore City. Growing up in Baltimore, I experienced many beautiful things, but the thing that really helped shape me and grow me into the person I am is the art scene. The creative ability of the people within this city is something worth investing in and something more beautiful than anything I have ever seen in my life. I have seen it transform the youth. I have seen it transform the ideals of the people, and I have seen it grow people in a way that nothing else can. If you would like to stay in contact with me, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BlackChakra88, BlackChakra 88, and Jacob Mayberry on Facebook. Peace and light. In this state, I've mixed fates, learned to be a man of purpose more than a man of mistakes. In this place, I'm all carryouts and harbors. I'm subhuman. I breakdance in front of riots. Watch me backspin sin. I dance with the only music playing is a siren. I hammer dance in front of ambulance translation. You must learn to find joy amidst the horrors of the hood you in. Watch that little boy grab that Spalding like it's his own personal sunlight. Watch him clutch heat so he doesn't have to blast heat until he plays for the Heat. Watch that little girl jump rope into some hope that by the time she's a woman, sexism will be as easy to cut through as shaved ice. Watch the party start from Drew Hill to Patterson Park as a boy. I watched my father play tennis through a galaxy of courts. I walked through Lexington Market and saw God shaped like a food stand. I jacked Jesus where the G's is, because it takes an Emerson village to raise a child of the city. No wire, just concrete steps that inspire hope. I don't know if it's the greatest city on earth. I just know when I see the downtown buildings from my porch scrape the skyline like a blasphemous cloud, I feel like this is heaven.
Hi everybody, my name is Mecca Verdell, also known as Mecca Morphosis. I am an educator and performer in Baltimore. I've been doing that for the past 5 years. Recently I've been awarded one of the top 5 spoken word artists in the world. Also my student is the Youth Poet Laureate of Baltimore. I'm really happy that businesses like Visit Baltimore and different organizations have been investing in the artists in the city, because we wouldn't have been able to be the people that we are without people investing in us, either spiritually, financially, or just education-wise. A lot of the people here are human Black-owned businesses just walking around here. Even now during the pandemic, there are so many different organizations and people reaching out to still build community. And that's what I love the most about this city. So thank you to everybody who is continuously investing in the artists, because that's really what we need. We need people who invest in people who are already investing in our community and are the heart of our community. The heart of our communities are the people here, and they need your support the most. So thank you for the people who have been doing it, and I hope you all have a good night. Thank you. In Baltimore, traveling a long distance is called a bop. And as travelers bop to Baltimore, there is no need to wonder what you will find. Museums like Blacks in Wax that make candles of the mind now lighted, and guide your way through streets where Frederick, Billy, Harriet, and Ida be more than just figures. They are futures in our arts and culture. We are bridging our people. Witnesses know the bop is worth it when they see people who are living, breathing, Black-owned businesses. It's a bop for real. When you hear the jazz and the poetry and the way we talk for real, every stop be cornerstone and ivory bone that makes the city home. Now grab a free pass to see more of our past and be more of our future. Even if for an hour you are now our people. There are always open arms to an open heart. Here's an open hand to a brand new start. We are bridging our people to a city that mirrors space with how Black it is. Diamonds form in your eyes with how rich it is. You have lasting memories waiting for you here. Baltimore ain't just its problems, it's its promises here. If you are looking for your fire, then the source is here. If it's connection you desire, then the links are here. We are bridging our people.
Thank you so much to those beautiful artists, creators, makers, dreamers who hold up a mirror so that we can really see ourselves. 3 years ago, we had a vision for an event that would lift up Baltimore, not just for ourselves, to hold up a mirror so we can see our beautiful selves, but to share what's gorgeous about this city with everyone else in the state of Maryland. The delegation found an incredible partner in Visit Baltimore. I want to thank Al Hutchison and his whole team for making tonight possible. I want to echo some of the gorgeous words we just heard from our spoken word artists. Black Chakra, Mechamorphosis, who use words like paint, who invite us to see our city as a little piece of heaven, who invite us to light the candles of our mind, who remind us that there are diamonds forming in our eyes from how rich this city is. Tonight is an opportunity for us to tell a new story about who we are as a city. Bright, light, diamonds, genius, and joy. I want to close by just thanking all of you for being here and ask you to walk away from this event with a lightness in your step. Despite times, the pandemic and the isolation some of us are feeling, the difficulty and uncertainty that a lot of us are experiencing, hold on to that light and that joy that connects us. We are Baltimore. We belong to each other. Thank you so much. Al, I'd like to hand it over to you.
Well, Delegate Lewis, let me first begin thanking you, because this was a part of your brainchild 3 years ago to really create a program or an offering with the entire Baltimore State delegation to celebrate one of the greatest cities in America. So that's what this is all about. The last 3 years, we wanted to bring Baltimore City to Annapolis and to the state of Maryland, because this is no doubt one of the best American stories, and we need to celebrate that. And so I really want to thank you, as well as all of your colleagues in the delegation, for your support you've given Visit Baltimore and the support that you've given me personally. We, every day at Visit Baltimore, we sell and promote the great city of Baltimore. We don't do it bashfully. We do it with passion. We do it with love, because we know that this city is one of the greatest contributors to the building of the U.S. economy. So with that said, our new brand messaging that you got a taste of tonight, celebrating the genius of Baltimore in the arts and cultural space. So I really want to give a shout out and a great thank you to all of the artists that have participated, all of the social influencers, all of the social activists that are part of the Baltimore story. And no doubt, many are people of color, whether they're Black, brown folks here in Baltimore City. The good news there is all of us are a part of the fabric of this great city. And because of that, all of us should be given equal access, equal opportunities, and also equal celebration of the greatness of a city like Baltimore. So I really want to thank all the contributors tonight, because this is a story that needs to be told every day, all day, not only here in Baltimore and not only here in Maryland, but throughout the United States. We are a great city. We are a proud city, and we are Baltimore. And so with that said, I'm excited tonight to really unveil to you the new Visit Baltimore destination video. And as all of us rebound from COVID-19 pandemic, this has been a really tough 10 months for all of us. But the good news is we're going to get through it. So what you're going to see tonight is a marketing tool that you can use to help celebrate Baltimore. We'll be using it to attract future meetings and conventions to Baltimore City. But we're also going to use it for our leisure visitor, to encourage them to come see our great city. So a lot of work's been put in to create this destination video. So you're going to be the first group to see it. We're unveiling it tonight. I hope you love it. So take a look at the new Visit Baltimore destination video. And again, thank you.
Once again, this is DJ C. James. I want to thank you all so much for coming out to this amazing virtual event that represents Baltimore in the best light possible. Once again, I will be playing music until 6 p.m., so stick around and enjoy yourself. I'm here to make you party.
is on me. Have to file bankruptcy. Need some help from somebody. Doctor bills are stacking up. I'm desperate to make a buck. I played the lottery today. Won't you please wish me luck? I'm gonna dance my pain away. I got problems. Dance my pain away. I got problems. Yeah. 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 I'm gonna dance my pain away. I got problems. Dance my pain away. I got problems. Yeah. Yeah. I just got laid off today. What you think wifey gonna say? I'll just have to hope and pray. Rain, go away. The repo man just hit me. Can't get from A to B. Fake friends around me. Lord, won't you help me? Now I'm on my tippy toes, face down, eyes closed, dancing to this melody. So please, won't you sing a song? Dance my pain away. I got problems. Dance my pain away. I got problems. I'm gonna dance my pain away. I got problems. Dance my pain away. I got problems. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so once again, this is your DJ for the evening, DJ C. James. I hate to say goodbye, but it definitely is about that time. Once again, I want to thank all of you all for tuning into this amazing virtual event hosted by Visit Baltimore. Stay safe out there, and I hope you all have a great night.